Today, the families of two Michigan men who died after run-ins with police filed civil lawsuits in federal and state court. They say excessive force led to their deaths. CBS News Detroit's Elaine Rojas Castillo joins us from downtown Detroit with more on the accountability these families want to see from police.
New civil excessive force lawsuits have been filed by the families of two men who were hit and killed by police cruisers last year.
They posed no threat. They both were running away from the officers. So why would the officers use their automobiles as weapons to kill these young men?
The families of Riley Doggett and Samuel Sterling joined their attorneys in Detroit on Friday to share their decision to file the federal and state complaints against the Kent County Sheriff's Office and Michigan State Police, claiming the incidents highlight, quote, systemic law enforcement failures.
It should not be different rules for a police officer, and worse yet, when we do not take care of our own, when we don't punish, when the cities or the counties do not punish their officers in a blatant violation of their own policies, it teaches the other officers it's okay, you can get away with it too.
On April 8, 2024, Doggett was struck by a Kent County Sheriff's cruiser while running away after a car chase. He died a month later from his injuries. Doggett's mother, Becky Wilbert, says reliving that day never gets any easier.
We just went through holidays without a piece of our family. Like, you know, you're Christmas shopping and you can't buy for that one anymore. It's not easy, but we're getting through it together.
Less than 2 weeks later, Sterling was hit and killed by a former Michigan State Police detective while running from a task force as they tried to arrest him. During the press conference, relatives struggled to watch the police footage of the incidents, with Sterling's father covering his eyes as the moments when his son was struck began to play.
How do I supposed to tell my grandsons that an officer that was supposed to serve and protect us killed their dad? And I still haven't came up to that answer.
While the officer involved in Sterling's case, Sergeant Brian Keeley, also faces murder and involuntary manslaughter charges in federal court, the deputy in Doggett's case, Josiah McMains, does not. In their decision to not charge the officer, Kent County prosecutors said they could not find any evidence of intent to kill the 17-year-old. Attorneys for the family say these choices are a major reason why they are pushing these lawsuits forward.
Police officers should not be above the law. In fact, they should be representative of the law.
CBS News Detroit reached out to the Kent County Sheriff's Office, who says they have not been served any lawsuit in connection to the Doggett case and are unable to comment. Michigan State Police declined to comment on pending litigation, but directed us to previous public statements involving the Sterling case. Elaine Rojas Castillo, CBS News Detroit.